So, today we are diving into a critical topic that affects many of us, and that is investment scams. Now, recently, Radhika Gupta, she is the CEO of Edelweiss Mutual Fund, but more famously known as the judge at Shark Tank India. She recently highlighted a massive 2200 crore trading scam that has shocked the Indian stock market. So let's just break down exactly what happened, what her advice is, and how you can protect your hard earned money from such investment scams. So, Radhika Gupta, a well known figure in the investment world, recently addressed a shocking 2200 crore trading scam. She emphasized the importance of sticking to simple, reliable investments, likening them as dal-chawal, which is staple food in India. Now, she doesn't, of course, literally means that you have to eat lentils and rice, but what she means is that we should be focusing more towards safer investments. But before we deep dive into see what her investment advice actually mean, let's just first understand what exactly happened in this scam. So an investing app was floated by 22-year-old Bishal Pukan and his associate Swapnil Das. The scam involved fraudulent trading schemes that promised high returns but actually ended up swindling investors out of their hard earned money. The scam, which ran for almost 3 years, entailed investing money collected from clients in shares with a promise to double their investment in 60 days. The online traders initially returned small amounts with 30 to 50% interest to gain the victim trust. But guess what? They stopped returning the money after clients who were lured by the profit began investing large sums of money. The total worth of this scam is around 2200 crore, which is massive. And these investment scams often lure people with the promise of quick and substantial profits, but they are nothing more of traps. So Radhika Gupta suggested that we should stick to dal-chawal investments, which means it should be safe investments. Simple, reliable options like mutual funds, fixed deposits, or government bonds. They may not really offer sky-high returns, but they are far safer and far more predictable and reliable. So I have made an investment series actually talking about all these investment jargons, talking about mutual funds, deposits, and government bonds. I am linking that video. Go check that out if you really want to educate yourself. Note the disclaimer that all funds carry some level of risk. With mutual funds as well, you may lose some or all of the money you invest as market conditions change and is subject to market risks. Please do your own due diligence to weigh the risk and returns. This video is only for education purposes and is not meant to be taken as a recommendation or financial advice. Yes, if you are comfortable, once you have done your proper research and thorough understanding, you can definitely start your investment journey, but you should be safe. And the best thing is to take professional help who can guide you properly. And that brings us to a very pertinent question. Because this is not just the only investment scam, right? Investment scams result in enormous losses worldwide. It's not just in India, but worldwide. It is estimated that individuals and businesses lose more than $55 billion annually to financial fraud and investment scams. And this figure, I feel, is likely underestimated due to many victims who don't actually report the crime, either due to embarrassment or the fear of judgment. Which brings us to a very, very important question, that how we can protect ourselves from these investment scams. So I have 6 tips for you guys. First tip is to do your research. Always do your research before investing in any opportunity. Take the time to thoroughly investigate the company or an individual who is offering you that investment. Look for reviews, check their credentials, and see if they are actually registered with any financial regulatory body. Remember that a legitimate investment will always have a transparent track record. The second tip is to be aware of these high returns investment schemes, because any scheme which is promising you of a high return with low to no risk, it is too good to be true. And if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Scammers will often lure victims by promising guaranteed high returns, but always question the feasibility of such promises and compare them with the average market returns. The third tip is to understand the world of investments. So, never invest in something that you don't fully understand. These scammers will often use complex jargons to confuse the investors. So make sure you exactly know how this investment works, what the risks are, how can you get your money back. And that's why I keep emphasizing that financial literacy is so important. The more aware you are, the less chances are that you can get trapped in such scams. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, it's a good chance for you to improve your financial literacy. Hit that like button, subscribe, also sign up for the insiders list. So, tip number 4 is to check for those red flags. Always be cautious of unsolicited offers, pressure to invest quickly. That's the number one red flag, actually. And there will always be lack of documentation or something would not align well. These scammers will often create a sense of urgency to prevent you from doing your due diligence. So, always take your time and never rush into an investment. And another red flag is that these scammers will try to gain your initial trust, because if you have invested some initial money, they will definitely give you back with some good returns until you have fallen into their trap and you stop getting your money back. Tip number 5 is to always consult a financial advisor. So, if you are not sure about an investment, seek advice from a trusted financial advisor. They can actually provide you with an objective assessment and help you make an informed decision. Remember, it's better to be safe than to be sorry. And the final tip is that even if you have fallen trap into any of those investment scams, it's perfectly fine. You don't have to feel embarrassed or ashamed about it. And if I can be completely honest, even I have fallen trap of one of the investment scams in the past. And I have no shames about it because it was a learning lesson for myself. But what you need to really do is that immediately report that to a financial body. The first point of contact should be your bank if any of such fraudulent transaction or if you have fallen trap to some fraudulent investment scam. What they'll do is they'll help you put in touch with their fraud team, and the fraud team will put necessary controls on your account to avoid losing more money. And they will also guide you further to raise such incident with the regulatory body in your country of residence. And who knows, your information might help them to track down the next investment scam. So remember, the key to successful investing is not just about making money, but also protecting your money. Stay informed, stay cautious, and always prioritize safety over quick gains. There's nothing like quick gains, actually. But if you have found this video useful and if you have liked my content, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more insights around finance and investments. Look at the playlist, which is down below. You will find tons of information which will help you in your investment journey. Stay safe and happy investing. Bye bye.